down to the bottom of the sea, 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 down to the bottom of the sea.
Last one. Here's one C.
Down to the bottom of the sea.
Okay, let's do what kind of one? That's the A that you have to hit in this song, so good luck. Okay, that's good. I know you're Oh, it's the mountain. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
That stand is a metaphor for how this class has gone so far.
Yeah.
It's the Hallelujah from the Round of Olives. Beethoven.
Which QE are we supposed to do?
Titan.
It's the one in your hands.
This one? We did this for
How many people have sung it before?
Not me.
A few of you. All right. It's a great piece. Classic.
Mounds of Olives.
Bombastic classical piece.
I want Mounds of Olives.
You don't sound confident in that.
This is a great piece for high school choir if you have an accompanist that can handle it. This is the big problem. If you're, it's a problem. So we're not starting at the beginning, right? We're going to get the choir in.
Alright.
There's no reason why to.
Hallelujah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, ready? 3.
God's almighty Son.
Okay, so we don't have a lot of time. Choose one spot to go to.
Let's go to the two Allegro. Page 16. We speed up a little bit there. A lot of it. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Right on. Down to the next one. Yeah, so measure right before you come in and praise the Lord. Up 16. And here's.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, a little bit slower,
Okay.
because he can't do it. So, praise the Lord. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum. Leopold Mozart said in every piece there is a moment that tells you what the tempo must be. And so for this section at least, it's bum bum da 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 dun da dun. So you want the orchestra part there to be really exciting, but playable.
Yes.
Okay.
Praise
Yeah,
the
watch
Lord.
out. And 1, 2.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, that's about as fast as any pianist can humanly play it. There we go. So don't let it get what he calls it più allegro.
You Allegro.
Think about the allegro being the eighth note,
Okay.
not the quarter note,
Okay.
which is a completely separate conversation about classical tempo words, but we don't want to take the time, okay?
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. In holy songs of joy and holy songs of joy. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. In holy songs of joy and holy songs of joy. Praise the Lord in holy songs and holy songs. Praise the Lord in songs of joy. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord in holy songs of joy. In holy songs of joy.
There you go. Yeah, so what we're going to work on, but not right now, is we're going to work on adding articulations to the conducting pattern to show all of the different kind of things that's going on in this piece. I mean, this piece is all about a Gogic accent and about kind of classical period articulations, which are different than Baroque period articulations. But we're not going to do it right now. Good job. 1, 2, 3. All right. So, Max, which piece do you have?
Haydn's Gloria.
Oh, another great piece. Well, actually, every piece we're doing is great to work on classical conducting articulations, which is the name of the game for this next rest of the year. Term. Not rest of the year. Now, the last piece is a slightly more it's for more advanced choir and for a great pianist. This piece is great for beginning choir. Like, this is a classic 9th grade choir piece here. And maybe even 8th grade. The ranges aren't so bad for changing voice. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's exactly.
Wait, Haydn's Gloria?
That's a whole different.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you're good.
Had the wrong one in my head.
Sequence of bodies, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Time to get out of the Baroque period.
Stop living in the past.
I know. I'm trying to catch up today. I'm failing. But you guys are laughing at me, which is good. That means it's really nice.
Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis, Gloria in
All right, 1, 2, 3. Where do you want to go to?
I think I want to go to where is it? Measure 13, right where we start the piano legato section. From the piano part, so it'd be the bottom of the beginning of the second.
Did you call it the piano legato section?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not picking on you right now. So don't back off and go. I'm not being weird.
Yes.
So it's clearly piano because it's marked piano.
Yeah.
How come you think it's legato?
I think it's legato because of the differences in the rhythm. So you've got these slow-moving half notes.
Yeah, the orchestra has really
that-
changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we talk about articulations in the classical period, they are now marking dynamics more so than the Baroque masters. The Baroque masters, how did they mark dynamics?
One at the beginning.
One at the beginning, and then everything after that was up to you, because you're not an idiot. You can figure it out, right? You know? But the classical people are thinking more in sections. And so, look, they're starting to write dynamics in at the different contrasting sections. But they're not marking what? They're not marking articulations. And so you made a choice that this is more legato. It might be partially because it's piano. It's kind of what the orchestra's doing, right? I mean, I think you're 100% correct. So anyway, I wanted to know why you're thinking that. You want to start, is that 15?
Yeah. And I want from you guys, I want the half notes to be very legato, and then the quarter notes to be almost eighth notes with eighth rest. It's a very staccato.
Okay.
Create that contrast.
I love it. You've just made my job so easy. Now I know what to teach you. Here we go. We start at 15. Can we start at the circle square 15? It's not a circle nor a square. What is that?
It's a square with rounded edges.
It's a squoval. I like this. Squoval.
It's a squoval.
Not to be confused with a scope.
Ready?
Okay, one more time. That's not legato.
Yeah. Sorry.
So play the articulation just so he can. Yeah, it wasn't bad, but play the articulation that he don't conduct again. Just play the articulation he did. 2, 3, and. Now, how do you want it to sound?
I want more so da, da, da.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Connect. Not bad. Watch this. 2 and. Okay. So what did I do on the 3 short notes to show articulation? First of all, I didn't accent, right? Because I don't think it is accented because it's soft.
Yeah.
It's just boom, 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 right? So how did I show boom, boom, boom as opposed to bum, bum, bum?
You're kind of more on the offbeats on those with your gesture.
So the duration of the gesture is really short.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 as opposed to this. And, oh, sorry. And I'm getting, yeah. 1, 2, 3. And again. And. And there's pattern in there, maybe, I guess. There's enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, with an orchestra, they don't care about pattern. All they want to see is this. That means there's one. Everything after that is, they don't care. They might say they care, but they don't. So you can give the classic Marlin, which is his way of showing beat 1.
No, I've never.
Right, everyone can tell. It makes them happy.
That's important.
Here we go. Light. 1, 2, yeah. Yeah, not bad. So let's make it more complicated.
Sure.
You want soft, that's the dynamic. You want legato, then short, 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 right? Let's add text accent to it.
Okay.
So if you don't know Latin, that's
I don't
fine.
know Latin.
Yeah, I don't expect you to, but I can help you with that.
I studied Latin for 3 years in high school.
You did?
Conservatory, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I know some Latin.
So what's the important word here?
I would say pax, peace.
Yeah, and terra, but not atine, right? So we're going to start atine is soft, and it's going to be something like this. 2, everybody around on atine, 2 and Try it again, 2 and so I want them to do it. Go terra-pox. I want it to be short, but I don't want it to be terra-pox because te and ra are not equal syllables. It's terra. Which do you know what terra means? Yeah, right. Pox means yeah. Here we go. 2 and T and. So I don't quite have what I want, but you can see what we're going for. Here we go.
Right on there.
Yeah, so what do you want your articulation to be here?
Again, shorter. Lao, da, mus, te.
What's the dynamic?
Forte.
Okay, and what's the accent? A word accent, a syllable accent.
I would say.
Take a guess, and if you're wrong, I'll just correct you.
I would say lao and te.
So it's da.
Yeah.
La damus te. La damus te. Benedicimus te. So it's not unusual for the classical composer to set the accent on beat 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome because then it's not beat 1, which is boring, right? So you want one la damus te. Benedicimus te. Try that right at 35. Forte, articulated, accent on beat 3. It's a lot. Yeah, try it again. Were you at the wrong spot or?
No, I just, yeah, this
Whatever happened, it's okay. Do it again.
Laudamus te, benedicimus te.
All right, so we could keep going on. I could keep going on this and with Maddie because her piece is so long, she didn't get this. But you can see where we're all headed, right, for the next 4 weeks, and then on our private session, we'll continue to work on these exact things. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. I'm hanging on by a thread today. I said thank you. Oh.
Just getting into the spirit.
Yes, that's right.
Fury.
So let's make sure we all have the same one, since it was clearly confusing.
Johann Michael Haydn.
I was gonna say,
Michael.
The reason why it's this one and not the Mozart is I want to introduce you to the Johann Michael Haydn, Joseph's older brother, I think by a year, if I'm right, or the younger brother, I forget.
Easy.
What?
When you took off the other Haydn, you took off the one that worked.
Okay. Yeah.
It was a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, why do I want this song? That's great. What? That was the song we just sang. Couldn't you tell?
That was Jaws.
It was a half step, so.
Okay, try it
Lines
again.
are great.
Has it come back yet?
There we go.
Yep, I got it.
Just think how much better the next class will be.
It's a pretty low bar.
But we will surpass it.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you guys are doing great. Only person in the room failing is me. Here we go.
Good to go.
Jawohl.
All right, so where do you want to go? 1, 2, 3. Where do you want to go?
You know, honestly, most of the phrases are very similar, so we can just go to the beginning.
Isn't this an awesome piece for young choir? Really, really good.
The beginning.
Better tempo. All right, so let's think about this. So, what do we know about text in here? The key is the accented syllable here, right? Right? Okay. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
All right. So that's number one. First of all, what language is this?
Greek.
It's Greek, not Latin.
Ah.
And the only reason that's important is because in Latin, do syllables elide if they are connected by vowels? They do not. In Greek, they do. Okay? Right?
What do you mean?
What's that?
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
So if it were in Latin, it would be Kyrie eleison.
Yes, if this was Latin, it would sound like this. Eleison, or whatever it is. But because it's in Greek, it can be. We can connect things. Do you understand? What about German? Do things elide or do they not? Just going to ask you to think about other languages for a second, just to get to place this in context. What about French? Yes. Okay, so that. What about Italian?
Yes. There are leges.
Yes.
What about English?
Yes.
Sometimes.
So, yeah, this is a major issue in thinking about choral conducting, but it is a micro issue that most of the world goes, what? Right? Okay. So the phrase goes like this. But the text goes. So if I conduct the text, it sounds like this. Everybody sing. And up. If I conduct the phrase, maybe a more romantic phrase. I'm not saying that's bad by using that word, but I'm suggesting that maybe we have to rethink it. Is this and I will say this: if this is Brahms, it sounds like this and if this is. Who's more romantic that we want to think about from the Romantic period? Brahms is considered a classicist from the Romantic period.
Mahler.
Oh, Mahler? Okay, here we go. Right? Yeah. But maybe since it's Michael Haydn who lived right in the center of the classical period and was steeped in this, it might be this and right? So, and we're asking us to think about classical articulation. So, just as a hint, when I go to contest and your choir performs and you do a piece by a classical composer, I'm saying, did they authentically try to come up with a classical interpretation? Like I don't go, well, they're a high school teacher, they probably don't know. That's not a, right? That's. But I'm sympathetic. I go, oh, what you need to consider, right? Does this help you?
Sure, I don't know what a classical interpretation means, but okay.
We're concerned about a Gajic accent. We're concerned about the meter.
Okay.
The Romantic period, we're not concerned about the meter at all for any reason. In fact, we're not concerned. We don't even think meter means anything in the Romantic period.
All right.
Right? The classical period, beat 1 is really, really important. Okay? And we know that Leopold Mozart said that all notes are automatically given less value than the full value of duration in sound unless otherwise notated.
Okay.
Which means legato is unusual. Decay or, stenuto or whatever is normal. So if I think about that, it starts to sound like this. And here we go. And give me again. And right? And so it's no longer this beautiful phrase by Romantic standards. Does that help?
Yes.
Go for it. Try it. And of course, dynamic contrast, which he's pretty clear on, right?
When from 5.
Try it again. Just put your hand.
I'll
Yeah, just lift up and go. Yeah, good. Now do that again. Really nice. Great job, and then we're out of time. Do the first one like this, with that left hand right there. And then on the second part, either put your hand like this or mirror, whatever one you want. They both will work.
Lower.
They'll be different, but they'll both work.
Lower.
Start. Yeah, go. But put the hand like this on the first measure. So listen to what a different sound that we're making right now than we were making before. And I think we're getting after a classical idea now. And that's the meaning of this term in addition to learning conducting. This second half of this term is about understanding what classical sound sounds like. Good. 1, 2, 3. You guys have been great sports. Thank you.